What's up, everybody? It is Lee Shushin K9 Training here, and today we got some protection training footage with my boy, 16-month-old Neat Klaus Onyx Z TAMMIK. And it's been a while since I uploaded some protection training footage. You know, we've been doing some protection stuff with him. It's been a while since I uploaded any videos on YouTube. So I'm gonna be explaining some of the stuff we've been working on with him and some of the goals. So as you see right there, he goes for a escape bite or a nice long bite on the bite wedge, and he gets a nice grip to it. That's something we've been working with him a while now, is some working on his grips and stuff like that, and making sure it's a calm grip. And after that, you know, as I mentioned plenty of times before, you see me run him around and stuff like that. So we've been working on his commitment in protection work. Right now, I feel like he's doing pretty good. He's more committed in his barking. He's more committed in his pursuit towards the decoy helper, which is our trainer, Robert Bennett. Just looking for more dedication in him. We're looking for him to bring more dedication to the protection work, and of course, that's up to us to build him up and stuff like that. So, for those who don't know that come across these videos, like usually you guys see me post obedience videos with him. This is us doing protection. I'm training him in the sport of Schutzhund. It's a 3-phase sport: protection, obedience, and tracking. So in protection, what we try to aim for, well, what most Schutzhund trainers try to aim for, is nice, calm grips on the bite wedge. You want to see a lot of possession from the dog. You don't want to see them, once they grab that bite wedge, like how Onyx has it right now, you don't want to see them doing a lot of chewing and munching on it, because the dog, once you go and trial these working dogs, they have to get graded on their grip from judges. And if the dog is doing a lot of munching, they can lose points in those. They can get deducted a lot of points from the judges and stuff like that. So that's why every time he get a grip or a half grip, our trainer, my trainer, he will try to help him readjust. Like right now, that was a horrible grip that he had. So he ended up dropping it because Rob raised the stick and showed him what made himself to be a threat. So yeah, he ended up dropping it. But what I would like to see going forward is him being a lot more possessive over the sleeve, and maybe not drop it at all. Maybe Rob has to fight with him a little bit just to get the sleeve back. So, it's all a process. Some people get these working dogs and, they start training them protection as soon as they get them as puppies. Other people, they wait until the dog matures a little bit to start doing that. And that's kind of what we did with Onyx. We waited for him to mature a little bit before we started actually doing protection with him. So I believe this is so what you see us doing here, so what Onyx does a lot when he's on the leash, he does a lot of spins and stuff like that, and that's not what you want. You want the dog to be coming straight with his bark. You want the dog to be pursuing the decoy, like, straight, not doing any turns or twists or anything like that. If he's barking and he's up close on him like that and he's trying to catch a bite and he's turning, that's cool. But if he's kind of far away, you really don't want the dog turning or anything like that. So that's why Rob instructed me before we started this video, anytime he barks, let him kind of bark his way closer and closer to him. That way he get more confidence, and he learns that the way I get closer to the decoy is by barking and not doing a lot of twists and turns. So right now you see me kind of working dead prey with him. Dead prey is when the prey object becomes dead prey, and we got to get up under his chin, and we got to do some nice pets, and we just got to rub him gently and stuff like that. And he has to learn to be calm. That's teaching him to have a calm grip, and he still, he doesn't have that in this video. I did trim this video up a little bit because there is a few times where he gripped the sleeve, but he gets a little munchy with it. But I really kind of want to showcase this video to point out some of the stuff he was doing, which is he's a lot more dedicated in the protection phase as far as barking, as far as pursuing Rob, and he's getting better grips off the long bites and the escape bites. So there's things he has to work on, but there are things that he's doing way better at. So let's see. I always say when I do these voiceovers, I'm unaware of what's happening because I can't hear anything. So we're going to see what's happening next. Some stuff you'll see Onyx doing, like you'll see his bark kind of fade a little bit. You'll see him kind of looking, you know, in other directions and stuff like that, which is definitely not what you want. The dog has to learn to keep his focus on the decoy the entire time, no matter how long he's instructed to bark. So that's stuff that'll fix over time once he, you know, learns more and more how the game goes. So and I say game because shushing is a sport. You know, it should be a game to the dog. The dog should enjoy it. The dog's tail should be wagging and everything, and tracking obedience and protection. So this is a long bite right here. He caught a half grip, and he tried to readjust, but he's still needing some help readjusting from Rob. So you kind of see us laughing and stuff a little bit, or you might see me laughing because, you know, I'm learning to keep my patience within all of this as well. So I just try to have fun, keep a smile on my face regardless, because this is my first working dog. So speaking of readjusting, you see Rob try to help him readjust on the sleeve, and I can't tell, but I don't think he had a full grip. So I picked him up by the harness and had him drop it. And as I kicked it towards Rob, you see him automatically getting back to the barking, which is what you want to see from these dogs. You know, he's not as rapid with his barking as I would like, but I'm pretty sure that will come later on in the future. So we're about to do another long bite. I can't remember what type of grip he gets, so let's find out. Let's see. Okay, so he caught a full grip, but he loosened up a little bit. And I remember Rob saying right here, you know, he punches in really good off the long bite, but then he loosens up his grip. He loosens up his grip after he gets the bite, which is definitely not what you want. You know, once he punches in and he goes in for a full grip, you want him to maintain that full grip all the way up until the leash is out, the sleeve is outside of his mouth. So and this is what I mean by, like, you see him, and I didn't mind keeping that part in the video. You see him kind of letting go of the grip to kind of chew on the side of it. And anytime he does that, we automatically kick it away. And over time, with consistency, it will teach him to be more possessive over the sleeve. And he'll learn that, you know, if I let go of this full grip to bite anywhere else, it'll get taken away. So this was a nice little full grip right here when he came in for the long bite, but I do believe he got a little bit loose afterwards. So which is okay. He's learning. As I mentioned, some people with their shushing dogs, they start teaching them protection at 8 weeks old all the way, you know, and ongoing. I chose to just let Onyx mature a little bit and focus on engagement, obedience, and tracking. So right now we try a little bit more dead prey. As I mentioned, dead prey is when we go under the dog's muzzle and over the top of his head. But as you can see, he got really, really munchy. And, you know, I could have cut that part out, but for me, it's important that I showcase this stuff. That way, when I look back on the future, I'll be able to know what we did wrong and what we did right. And it'll also show how far we've come with the work that we put into this dog. So this was, I think this was another long bite. Right now, he's just building Onyx anticipation. So that was a good long bite right there. And I believe he had came in for a full, I couldn't tell. The video cut away too quick. So I think we're going to be going for another long bite. We do a lot of long bites with these dogs because eventually, you know, once these dogs get older and they do actual trials, that's what they will learn. So this was an escape bite right there. So when you see him run and he gives Onyx like a clear bite, when you see him run off and he gives Onyx like a clear gateway to bite the sleeve, that's what we would call an escape bite. So I believe this video is about to get ready to end though. This is probably our last bite. After we do this last escape or long bite with him, I'm gonna take him off and run him off in the car with the sleeve and let him know he did a good job. So yeah, that was our last bite, and I'll catch you guys later.